All right, welcome. A delayed start here for the broadcast due to some power outages, but we're getting ready, and I honestly have not been watching. I've been setting some stuff up, so Coach Allen can probably give you a better update of what's happened so far, and when we get a chance. And I haven't even got familiar with any of the players. Do we have another one of those up here? Is that the only one?
Right there in the middle for everybody to see.
So we do have chat, so I know some people mentioned there's no audio. That was on purpose because we were spending a lot of time trying to set things up. So so now we have audio, I hope. Let us know, make sure it's working right. And I don't think we're on IHSA TV. I don't think that is working currently. So we're only on YouTube and Facebook. So Jace Hollendollar is the quarterback. He's going to throw it out to the left, and I think that's Visera.
Yeah.
Number 7, Visera.
We got another flag on the play.
And we've had quite a few flags.
I was going to say, if I wanted to update anybody, I'd say there's been quite a few yellow tissues on the field tonight.
I'm going to try something here. Did he give the signal already?
I'm sure it was some kind of holdout here. Yeah.
I was waiting for the official to give a signal. Oops. That didn't work.
Yeah, they like to throw them a lot. There it is. Holding Centerville.
Oh, we missed it because I was playing around. We got our new camera working where we can kind of maneuver it a little bit. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Get the flag off there. We are ahead of the video. So we're talking ahead of the video. My delay must not have taken. So let me check that. I have it set to be a second. So let's go 2 seconds instead. All right. Let us know for now. I've got to set a 2-second delay. So let us know. As we've got a quick timeout, let's play around with the new camera. So we have the ability to kind of look at some different angles. I had all this cool stuff set up. Like we could, let me just show you here. There's our new flagpole. So thanks to Luke Manship and his Eagle Scout project got us that, and
looks great.
It was senior night. We missed that. I think this one's going to show us the senior night stuff over there. It's all set up, and we missed it. I'm sorry. The plan was to do it, but the electricity had other ideas and a tree that knocked down some power lines, and so we weren't able to get to that. So, but anyways. Should be coming back, trying to figure out here which camera angle to look at. Not this one. That's going to mess with me. So that's a run right up the middle. I can see what number.
21.
21.
It was swing pass
Moles?
out to the side.
Mole?
Yeah, Mole.
Jeremiah Mole. He leads the team in rushing. There's a flag late down there. So
yeah, and he is shifty in the open field. He's got loose a couple times, and he's pretty shifty and hard to bring down out there. They have some wicked speed on the outside. We've been on this same set of downs here for what feels like 5 minutes. And I don't know that we've actually ever moved. It's been second down for a while.
So to recap what we missed, they scored on like their third play or so at a really long run. I think it was Owen Boyd.
Yes.
They scored. Then the Royals were 3 and out.
3 and out.
And then punted. And then trying to think of what happened on the
They
next.
fumbled. They had a couple big plays. It was a really good punt, pinned them back deep. They had a couple big plays and then fumbled at the end of one of them. Royals recovered and then drove down the length of the field and scored, I believe. I think they scored on that one. Scored with a Mark Kuby run, 4-yard run. up the middle, but it's been pretty tough sledding in the run game so far.
Yeah. Here is Hollandoller's throw out to the other side. Where we can't see. I can't see who is over there. So we have lights now, so there was a little bit of worry we might not get very far in this game. But they started it just a little bit delayed. Well, tried to get it on time.
That was Maddox Pritchett with the
Okay.
catch, 25.
We do have replays, and we'll do our starters at some point here. Oh, nice little cut there up the middle by Mull. Jeremiah Mull, a junior. Evan Wheeler with the tackle. And hopefully everything is working correctly. Let me know in the chat if anything seems off. How sounds better? Okay. So hopefully we're more on time. I was so excited that we had our new camera working and everything, and then as soon as I got it working, the power went down the press box. There is a fake, and Hollendollar is going to take it to the outside and has a good tackle. Number 11, Gavin Bowman. All right. I want to thank all the people that, there was a lot of stress going on.
Yeah.
And they found a way to make senior night happen.
Yeah.
I know 9-Star immediately got to work and was in contact with us about how long it would take. And so a lot of thanks that we're even live right now. I thought there was a chance we might not get live tonight. So Hollendollar in the shotgun. He got Mull to his right and Boyd in motion. They're going to give it to Mull right up the middle.
It'll be close.
And we were going to talk about a lot of stuff in the pregame. I had all this stuff we were going to talk about. And a few things that to mention is this game went down right to the wire last year. Royals actually scored as the time expired during the game to make it 21-22. And then the Royals decided to go for two, go for the win. And there was a great tackle right at the goal line by the Bulldogs, and they came out with the victory. All right, so here's a 4th down and really short.
We got a timeout on the field.
Another timeout. So, again, I want to show off some stuff here. See how. Because I love that we have this ability to do this. And I just realized, okay. So one screen's delayed, one is not. This one's not delayed, so that's what I'm trying to watch. But it's pretty amazing, some of the stuff we can do here. We can check out the concession stand here. Sorry if you get dizzy. I probably shouldn't do it like this, but concession stand's pretty packed. It actually never lost power, so we were making money that whole time when the power was down. That was kind of odd at the concession stand. And then we can check out. There was a big tailgate over there I was going to show off in pregame where those tents are. And then check out this. We can see the Royals when they come out at halftime or whatever. And we're getting ready back. 4th and 1.
Got a little bit of a different formation. They have one of their linemen right there. Oh, he's going to take the snap.
And a flag on the play. And looks like it's going to be against the Bulldogs.
False start. Now, it kind of depends on where the placement of the ball was here. Royals should be able to decline that penalty if he was short on 4th, and it should be a turnover on downs.
So they're going to discuss it. They've already picked up the ball. So you can't even, measure it, right?
Yeah. Not right now, yeah.
So
I would assume this official from our sideline has some kind of spot, but
they're probably saying, why did you pick it up?
Yeah. This crew seems to be a little flustered by the lights, or no lights or no power as well. So I don't think the players and coaches are the only ones tonight who have had a little bit of a struggle with this start.
So now it's 4th and 6. And I think he's trying to explain why he picked it up. All right, we got a football game to play. All right, here's the toss to Boyd. Boyd's going to throw it back to Hollendoner, and he's going to be wide open, and they're going to score. Touchdown. Jace Hollendoner with the trickery there, kind of tossed it to Boyd. I didn't hit replay. That'd be a smart thing to do. Let's see if we can get it on the replay here. So toss to Boyd, and then Hollendoner sneaks out and is wide open. And
pretty good play design there by Coach Cole.
Yep, and now they extend their lead. This kick is down and is good. Check out the Centerville crowd over there. Really good crowd over there traveling. Centerville group. I see we have some Centerville people watching the stream. So see anybody you know. There's their cheer block. Good cheer block.
Funny, I think both schools went with camo night tonight.
Oh. So really packed stands over there for Centerville. All right, let's try a quick commercial. See, well, yeah, we'll just wait till after kickoff. We won't get it in time. This is that camera that I've been wanting to. We wanted it on week 1 and couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
Finally, it works, and we have it. And we wanted it for senior night to show off the seniors tonight. And unfortunately, there's other ideas. So 14-6, still just a 1-score game, especially us.
Mm-hmm.
So. As they're getting ready to kick off. Got over 174 devices watching on YouTube and Facebook as they put a leg into it. Looks like Shaw. Shaw's going to take it off the right side.
He's got a hole.
And that's not Shaw. There it is,
yes, Shaw, one man to beat. He tiptoes down the sideline.
And touchdown Royals. No flags, right?
I don't see any.
So, see if we can. I thought I hit replay. Oh, there we go. I got too many computer screens. So nice blocking. Shaw hits the hole, and the camera can't keep up. But he's right tiptoeing the sideline.
He was moving. Couple really good blocks out here. Mm-hmm. Griffin Knight, Eli Manship out there with a couple key blocks there to open the hole. And Shaw would look like he was shot out of a cannon there.
So now the 2-point conversion here.
With some trickery. It's going to look a little different.
Interesting lineup here.
Yes, this is on purpose.
Yeah, if you look, we got some players back at the 20-yard line for the Royals. On this 2-point conversion. Only 3 linemen up there. 4. Is there 4?
4, and I believe Luke Manship's in there right now at like a tight end spot. So there's really 3 linemen and a tight end back there in a wing spot.
So really spread out. Hayden Jackson back at the 20-yard line. And I was watching the delayed version.
You're good. He threw it out here to Hayden and just put it out in front of him just a little too much. Just couldn't get there in time.
So I was watching a screen that was delayed 2 seconds. So, sorry. As we 6:15, let's do a commercial. We'll be right back right after this message. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
High-speed internet is integral to everyday life. It's not only just surfing the internet or streaming video, it's allowing people to work from home. It's allowing telemedicine, people to age in place. Internet is really the foundation of what modern life is all about, trying to make our lives better here in Hancock County.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is...
All right, we're back, I think. So I'm not sure what screen to look at to know when we're back. So the Royals respond. What a great response there.
Yeah, really big momentum swing there. Felt like Centerville had the ball for quite a long time, even though it was only 3 minutes of clock time. It felt like they had the ball for a while. So really good job there by the return team. And it's never who you expect in big games like this and tight games. It can't just be, Mark Cuby or Elijah Edon putting the team on their back. It's got to come from a couple different areas to win close, tough games like this.
And weather-wise, we're going to talk about it. Weather-wise, it's really turned out pretty nice. It was a little iffy there. We were pregame. It was raining off and on. And here's another onside kick as it is loose. And I think the Royals got it. There's a flag, though. I don't know if we see a replay here. What's the flag for?
Maybe missed, because usually you throw a beanie if there was. Oh, no, he meant to throw the flag, and Coach Etch is not happy about it.
So let's see if we can see I don't even know what they're calling.
We'll see here. I don't know what the signal's going to look like on this, but there is a rule that the ball you can't bounce it once so far up in the air and then on the kick, you'll watch Luke kick it here, and then it gets a bounce. It has to bounce a second time, which it does. It does bounce a second time before you can't lay somebody out. It's a player safety thing. You can't lob it up in the air and then lay someone out and then run under the ball. So
That's a new one.
They never called a signal there, but I'm assuming it was some kind of unsportsmanlike. But we got some more flags on the field as the ball's thrown up.
Wow, another one. Holland Donner pass is over there to Boyd maybe, and or Pritchett, and it's going to be a flag because our last home game, is this going to be one of those nights? You keeping track over there?
Trying. It's hard because they've had quite a few flags and we've had quite a few flags.
So pass interference, I believe. I didn't see the signal, but
yeah, defensive pass interference. But we have a flag on our sideline, and it's got to be either a hold or a false start. If it's a false start, it should negate the play, and it should just be -5 yards for the. No, they call a hold instead. So they negate. We'll replay first down.
So redo.
Whew.
So does those count as penalties in the stats?
In the grand scheme of things, probably there's no loss or gain of down. So if I'm the coach, I say, okay, let's watch that play and start anew.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. 6:45 left until halftime. And just a heads up, we got youth recognition night at halftime. And, I forgot to do my defensive starters. We're going to play those defensive starters. I worked on that today.
It looks really good. I'm proud of you for that.
So we will work on those maybe after this play.
Empty backfield for Hollendaler, and he's going to take off in a draw. Makes one guy miss.
So let's meet our defensive starters that would have been played at the beginning
Evan
of this
Wheeler,
game.
D-line, Charlottesville. Ethan Carter, D-line, Shirley, Indiana.
Carson Smith, defensive line, Greenfield, Indiana.
Cade Rubel, defensive end, Wilkinson. Ethan Sipes, linebacker, Charlottesville, Indiana.
Aiden Trueblood, linebacker, Greenfield, Indiana.
Gabe Johnson, middle linebacker, Markville, Indiana.
Eli Manship, cornerback, Greenfield, Indiana.
Griffin Knight, corner, Greenfield, Indiana.
Gavin Bowman, safety, Wilkinson, Indiana.
Garrett Shaw, safety, Knightstown.
That's going to be twice he's
And
happened.
there's Boyd. And it's like the same play early on.
That's the same play they scored on their first time.
So, oh gosh, Boyd, 33. Owen Boyd. And I talked to Coach Gallion today. Last year, Owen Boyd was our player to watch. And so I knew he was coming back. He was really good against us last year. And then I looked at the stats, and his stats were kind of not a whole lot. I don't know if he didn't play a lot with the blowout wins, and they just went other directions.
Right.
But I knew that he was a really explosive player that just hadn't really got going yet in the first 2 games. And I just see my score just went. So
Here, Mac.
all right. So the kick is down and up, and Owen Boyd has got 2 touchdowns, and he's really been the difference. Like 2 huge runs so far. And that's going to be a 21-12. See if the Royals can respond. Now, those 2-point conversions that we haven't got are big right now.
Yeah.
And the kicking game is the difference. So we'll talk about some pregame stuff. Oh, hey, your announcers. I'm Joe Paxton and Cole Allen here tonight. And the weather, what would have been at 7 o'clock was 70 degrees, mostly cloudy, a little bit of chance of rain. Do have a little bit of wind. It's a little cooled off since then.
Yeah.
And we'll probably maybe talk a little bit. And here's the players to watch that I had. Mark Cubey and Ethan Becerra, 2 players that we were kind of going to look toward. But it's been Boyd so far, Owen Boyd for the Bulldogs.
Holland Dollar's been pretty solid, too.
Yes.
Had control in the backfield, and he stepped up and made a couple pretty good passes so far.
And watched him on film. He's got throws a really nice deep ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be right up the middle. And they're not going to go to – they're not –
going back to Shaw.
Yeah, they're not letting –
Oh, the ball's on the ground!
It is picked up. They're going to say something. I don't know. That was close.
He called him down. Oh, goodness gracious.
We can watch the replay here. I don't know.
They called his forward progress down. Called him down. Should stay Royal ball here, but whew, that was a close one.
I may need to delay the replay, too, on this. All right, let's meet our offensive starters.
Quarterback, Greenfield, Indiana.
Mark Cooley, running back in Greenfield, Indiana.
Eli Manship, wide receiver, Greenfield, Indiana.
Aiden Jackson, wide receiver, Charlottesville, Indiana.
Austin Brown, wide receiver, Greenfield, Indiana.
Caden Rubel, tight end, Wilkinson.
Ethan Carter, offensive line, Shirley, Indiana.
Joseph Hollenball, offensive line, Carthage, Indiana.
Christian Wisman, center, Greenfield, Indiana.
Braden Hester, offensive line, Wilkinson, Indiana.
All right. I don't know why the last one didn't go, but Mark Cubey with a short run there off the left side. 2nd down and about 7. As Eden in the shotgun with Cubey on his side. And Eden's going to throw it out.
Get tipped at the line.
Yep.
Just a little bit of a deflection.
Got a little interstate
Action.
broken down vehicle over there and catching the stream as we got some emergency vehicles tending to someone. At least if you're going to break down next to a football game.
Yeah.
You just watch it from the interstate. All right, Royals call a timeout. And let's just talk about some of the pregame that we would have talked about. Royals started off the season with 2 wins. They defeated Frankton in a shootout. 112 points scored in that game. Then they traveled to North Decatur last week, and North Decatur, a pretty good team, and really dominated most of that game. And then obviously they got Centerville tonight, really tough Heritage Christian team. And then there's a good chance Knightstown's undefeated when we play them in a couple weeks as well. So tough schedule for the Royals coming up, and that's just going to prepare them sectional time. Centerville played a couple. Cambridge City just has been down through the years with a big win there, and then Hagerstown, they just dominated. I watched the first 50 plays of that game, and it was over pretty quick.
Yeah, both games pretty similar in that aspect. But by the end of the first quarter, it was I think 21-0 in both games. So
here we go. We'll see if they can respond. Finish this big third down as Eden's going to bring it down himself. He's going to be pressured right away, and he just can't get much more. About 3 yards up the middle. Good pursuit by the Bulldogs. That's going to bring up a big 4th and about 5. And really, I didn't see much of our drive that we scored on, so I didn't see how we advanced it.
We threw a decent amount of passes. We were getting the ball thrown around. Mark struggled to get much of anything going tonight. Eden's been the one who's got the run game kind of moving for us.
Oh, that's going to be nearly picked off. Hit Boyd, I think.
Yep, hit Boyd square in the numbers.
Yeah, Boyd catches that one. And what a night for him so far, first half. Turnover on downs. And the Bulldogs are going to take over here.
Really, your coaches over there are going to be happier with that. You get the ball in a better position than you probably would if you caught it. So we're going to call that high football IQ by Boyd there.
I hope the chat's working. I saw it flicker a minute ago. So remember, you can comment on YouTube and Facebook, and we should see it in here. I was worried it wasn't working. All right, Bulldogs looking to extend their lead, trying to go into halftime. Hollendauer is going to fake the handoff, and nothing really there. Good job by the Royals.
Yeah. Yeah, fake to Boyd, so it would have been easy to go with him. Really good job there by the interior of the Royals defense to stay in their lanes and pursue.
So 2nd and 10. 4 minutes now till half. And big plays has been the story so far. Trips on the near side. And then bring another one over.
Ball hits the ground.
Yep, and that's Mole that makes the catch. And a good tackle, about a 1 yard gain. Who was that? 54?
Sipes and Trueblood there on the gang tackle.
Yep.
Mole comes up just a little bit hobbled.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. It seems like it's been a quick half because we didn't broadcast half of it. So here we go. Hollendauer is in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He rolls out to his right.
Quick on that one.
Ooh, just off the hands of Becerra. So going to bring up 4th down and 10.
And there you see the punt team come on for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you wondered there because they've had some success at some big plays. So
kind of goes back to the how much do you trust your defense?
Mm-hmm. And their defense is playing really well
right
now.
Their defense has been solid tonight. Delay a game.
Yeah, it was kind of a late decision to get out.
Yeah, they took a second. Yeah. I was gonna say they've already shown some trickery tonight. I wouldn't completely rule out any here, but with that penalty, I would think the Bulldogs will just punt it away and try and pin the Royals deep here.
And punting has been an adventure in our games this year, so there's a good punt, and they kind of get away from it. It's going to pin the Royals deep in their own territory. It's going to be about the 9-yard line, so nice punt. And the Royals are going to take over with a long field with about 2:53 till half. So here is our cheer block. So like you said, camo night. It's been a good crowd, really good crowd, considering the weather looked kind of iffy there early on. And we've got quite a few people getting some concessions. Oh, and we're back, sorry. I like to play it. Oh, there's a little rollout. It's going to be tipped and deflected. So a few deflected passes so far.
Ball just hangs in the air. One of those you just want it to hit the ground as fast as possible.
Yeah, and Rubo wasn't really running after it to knock it down. I was like, go hit that. Or hit. All right. So it's 2nd and 10. Ruble in motion. They're going to give it to QB off the right side, and they're doing a good job stringing it out. He tries to cut up field, and it's just going to be a really short gain. Really impressed with the Centerville defense.
Yeah.
They have done a really good job against Mark.
1-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Royals.
All right, 3rd and 9. Got to get, oh, there's a jump offsides.
Flag on the play.
So they're going to measure that off. Offsides.
Against the Bulldogs.
Just a reminder, we'll have youth recognition night at halftime. And we will have a Dave's Express Care Card trivia between the 3rd and 4th quarter. And we have another timeout by the Royals. So let's do a commercial. We'll be right back. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports
Looking to
Network.
give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
We'll see what Coach Etch has come up with here. It's a big 3rd and about 5. Eden's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it out to Manship. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. And now we're going to punt. And the last time we punted deep in our own territory, it did not go well.
Ended poorly.
So hopefully we've fixed that issue from week 1. Bulldogs have 2 back. And we are using those timeouts. So Bulldogs call timeout. I think they know we need to get our commercials in or something.
They must.
So
missed the first quarter.
So let's use our camera again. So Hopefully this all works. It's got a little delay there. I don't know why. It shows the previous, what we were on before. So Coach Etch talking to the team. I'll see if I can brighten that up or make it worse here. There we go. That camera looks a little better now.
Pritchett and Boyd back deep to receive.
Oh, he gets it off, but it's going to be way out of bounds. So that's going to put the Bulldogs in really good field position. So see how the defense, they need to get a stop here. Important stop here. Well, I guess they gave him farther than I thought it was.
Yeah, they gave him a lot farther.
Royals got a really good spot on that punt going out of bounds. Now I'm worried. We haven't had a chat for a while. Hey, where are you watching from? If you're, let us know. Who's watching the farthest tonight? So let us know where you're watching. We got an injury on the field. Check out the Bulldog huddle this time. Oh, sorry. I keep looking at the wrong camera or wrong TV to adjust. Well, there we go. We do have some chat, people. So we got Centerville, McCordsville, Mishawaka. I think our last home stream, the farthest was Houston, Texas. So you can see Coach Cole over there. The player for the Bulldogs is still being tended to. Maybe you're, let's see, maybe some of you are looking for a Bulldog you're watching. Maybe you can catch him here in this shot, or maybe a cheerleader there. All right, we're coming back. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Boyd in motion to the far side. Looked like there was a false start. Yep, they threw the flag, and Hondar's drilled, and it is caught, but it's coming back. And they're going to say touchdown, but this is coming back. Well, there was a false start against the Bulldogs, for sure.
I'm not 100% sure why these plays are continuing to happen. Typically, you see false starts blown dead from the beginning, but okay, they called this one wasn't necessarily a false start. He just lined up offside. So
I think he moved. I thought he moved. I was looking for the flag.
I keep thinking that slot receiver over here is always just a touch early.
Oh, we got Greenfield Walmart, Richmond, Indiana, Tennessee. That's probably our winner right now. Willow Branch. Big town of Willow Branch. I used to know the mayor there. So do want to thank everybody that's joined us. Do want to thank our sponsors, and we have some new sponsors that show up now in the lower left-hand corner. They are corporate sponsors for the athletic department here at Eastern Hancock. If you're interested in being a corporate sponsor for the athletic department, contact the Eastern Hancock Athletic Department. All right, so after that big play was called back, it's 1st and 15. And Mole in motion this time. Hollendahler looks to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be brought down. He's going to pick up about 4.
Takes a lick there from a group of Royals.
In case you're wondering, the guy is still broken down on the interstate over there.
I think at this point they're probably waiting for somebody to come pick him up. Tow job.
All right, Hondonner takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. He's going to throw it out. That was going to be a tough throw.
Yeah.
Rolling out to your left, come back to your right.
Yeah.
And that was just a little bit off. There's legend about when Doug Peacock was here that Lee Corso could not get to the field, so he parked on the interstate. I don't know if this is true. Parked on the interstate and climbed the fence to get here to see Doug Peacock.
Oh, wow.
Who went to Indiana University and played.
I had not heard that one.
Boonville. I know people from Boonville. The wonderful Miss Jay Clark, or Jay Gallion Clark.
Little edge.
Little edge. Is Addison the one that used to give all the signals on the sideline?
Trying to think of who went
where.
Oh,
sorry. And she's at Purdue. So
Addie.
I'm
going to say yes, but I don't know.
I mean, everybody that goes to Purdue is pretty smart.
Yeah.
New Bremen, Ohio. Oh, South Carolina. So thanks for participating. I always like to see where people are watching from. 4th and about 12. Going to be a punt here. Minute 17 till half. And he gets a foot into it.
Good high punt. Not nearly the distance as the last one, but does the job.
All right, now can the Royals strike here? They only got one timeout. Last week against North Decatur, they a big pivotal moment was that drive right before halftime where they drove the length of the field and scored right as half ended. So they're going to need a drive, something like that. As the Royals come out. 8:50 and US 40. He might be one of the closest. Should we give an award for closest viewer?
I think so. I'm going to guess he probably had something to do with the power getting turned back on, too. So we're giving him an award for a couple different things. Manship with a double move.
Yeah.
The ball's thrown out of bounds. No chance given.
And really couldn't get away from him. He went to make the move, and the defender was in his way, and he had to take a longer route. Oh, there we go. There's our answer. Boiler up.
Hammer down.
They're off this weekend.
Off this weekend. I know.
Notre Dame next weekend. All right. Minute 3, 2nd and 10. Eden in the shotgun. Going to give it to QB up the middle. He's got a little bit more head of steam. He breaks one tackle. And he's going to be just short of the first down, I think.
That one would be easily Mark's longest run of the night. Most of them have gone backwards, so good 9-yard pickup there for Mr. Kuby.
Obviously, he's trying to speed up here. Need to get the first down first. And he's going to get the first down, but not much more than that. Oh, no?
This ref has it.
Yeah.
That ref, does not.
Yeah, he's definitely he definitely crossed the 45. Clock is still running. Nope, there. Timeout, or last timeout by either team left. Trying to figure out what do we want to show here. Since we can show, we got Coach Gallion will appreciate this. I always get in trouble because I don't show the cheerleaders enough. I need to quit looking there.
Oh, you just missed the stunt.
I know. Anybody important on the sidelines?
Yeah, there's Mr. Barton down there.
He'll appreciate this.
Yes.
He loves it when I show him on camera. Taking pictures. All right, we're back, I think. Oh, no. All right.
Edon with the carry.
Yep.
Gets out of bounds, and we got,
In case you're wondering, there was another flag. And a late hit. Did they call it?
Yeah, that wasn't the flag that was thrown.
No. They're going to call hold on the Royals. I think he knew. Maybe he got a text message. He was on camera.
Penalties against the Royals. To hold.
There he is. He's probably receiving a text message right now that he's on camera. Our principal here at Eastern Hancock High School. All right, what do we do here? 1st and 20, 25.
Took a knee.
Okay, I was like.
Take a knee. Just get this thing to half.
Yes, and regroup.
Hasn't been real pretty from either squad.
No, I mean, and it's been big plays. 2 long runs by Boyd, or 2 of their touchdowns. And then the kickoff return by Garrett Shaw.
Yep.
Was a big one. And then I'm trying to think of the other touchdowns now. Mark, what was the one that I missed? Mark Kuby?
Mark Kuby had a little 4-yard run.
And then there's one more touchdown by the Bulldogs that we missed.
Reverse Philly special back to Hollendollar.
Oh, yes, right. So do want to think we are going to have here at halftime, we're going to see the I did a horrible job at this, but we'll throw this up here. We're going to have youth recognition night. And I'm going to switch the camera. And we need a PA guy sound. You don't want to hear us. Hopefully that works. I haven't tested it. So we'll have the PA guy here. And we'll get the players recognized. So we're going to go mute for a second. We'll be right back a little bit later.
Welcome to tonight's Youth Recognition Night. We were going to pull in the fire trucks to do Youth Recognition Night, but they were obviously on a call, so we'll do it here from the booth the old-fashioned way. We'll start off with the Bears. Coaches for the Bears are Mr. Derek Collison and Mr. Aaron Simmons. Players are Cole Burkjacket, Colt Caudell, Watson Collison, Forrest Collison, Everett Ezel, Sawyer Lowe, Cole Maraska, Ruth Simmons. Next, we'll have the Colts, coached by Caleb Jessup and Scott Byer. Players, Fritz Byer, Finley Coleman, Oliver Jessup, Graham Kalk, Esteban King, Carter Maraska, Reese Wiley, and Ace Wiley. Next, we have the Dolphins, coached by Dan Visa and Brandon Jenkins. Players, Riker Harris, Zeppelin James, Jamie Jenkins, Braxton Nagy, Cale Norman, James Norman, Carter Scott, and one of my favorites, Decker Visa. Next, we have the Lions, coached by Kyle Adams and Josh O'Meara. Players, Hank Adams, Costa Andriopoulos, Luke Grass, Brayton O'Meara, Brody Ramsey, Austin Richardson, Kaysen Stoker, and Easton Whirl. Next, we have the Steelers, coached by Brad Nicholson and Casey Keller. We have LJ Haggard, Draven Harmon, Bo Keller, Brantley Moore, Jordan Nicholson, Jackson Quackenbush, Hayden Rogers, and Benjamin Wools. I believe this rounds out our flag football. Next, we will have our Eastern Hancock 3rd and 4th grade, sponsored by Oliver Lawn Care and Services. Coaches, Chad Sisk, Adam Richardson, Keith Oliver, Kevin Quick, and John Hinton. Players, Parker Nicholson, Joby Jordan, Chase Maggie, Braxton Richardson, Hayden Johnson, Cash Mays, Gabe Hammonds, Cooper Youngclaws, Gunnar Olson, Grayson Clift, Connor Lowry, Drew Sisk, Carver Hinton, Knox Blackwell, Zayden Close, Reed Nicholson, Cameron Redmond, Jace Riggs, Jackson Caudill, Eric Owens, Caden Oliver, Cyrus Quick, and Corbin Chu. Next, we go to our 5-6 Good Guys Heating and Cooling. Coaches are Chet Ellis, Casey Keller, Jared Landrett, Sean Sanders, Mike Manship, and Eric Shaw. Players, Jared Conley, Maverick Turner, Avery Davidson, Gatlin Olson, Hudson Collins, Jack Vasquez, Braxton Keller, William Scouth, Easton Nance, TJ Manship, Eli Landit, Walker Addison, CJ Ellis, Gavin Cox, Zayden Shaw, and Kipton St. John. Next, we have our Swindell Farm Equipment Eastern Hancock 5-6. Coaches are Jeremy Weishart, Adam Richardson, Jason Glover, Dan Visa, and Adam Engelking. Players, we have Cameron Richardson, Maverick Steinwalk, Levi Zaff, Cash Blackwell, Cash Weishart, Cash Visa, Reed Harmon, Gunnar Wheeler, Hunter Glover, Joe Ritchie, Colton Saltkill, Clayton Nicholson, Hunter Engelking, Cam Smith, Lucas Glover, and Eli Kennedy. Next, we have our middle school, starting with Jordan Moore, Wes Engelking, Lane Simmons, Brady Frakes, Thano Andriopoulos, Gabe Smith, Carson Overman, Mason Youngclaws, Cameron Tincher, Jabin Bratton, Jake Jordan, Colton Chittum, Ethan Wilson, Wolfgang King, Caden Martin, Wayne Tucker, Bryce Overman, Ike Avery, Blake Youngclaws, Dawson Maggie, Colton Maraska, William Cowell, Max Lease, Mason Hester, Casper Friddle, Davian Edwards, Carson Adams, Caleb Harmon, Hunter Bratton, William Steiner, Milan Glumak, Owen Golob, Jackson Adkins, Alien Scarf, Waylon Blackwell, Wyatt Zaff, Braxton Green, and Eli Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our youth football.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, blaming you on the bad weather last week for football. It was one of those crazy nights, and I think it's always appropriate on those kinds of nights to review with everyone the specific protocol on inclement weather, specifically lightning and thunder, because we had a lot of it last week.
We did, Coach, and there's certainly specific guidelines put out by the National Federation of High Schools dictate when we must shut a game down when we see lightning, and also gives us a standard to use when we can begin. And, at the end of the day, we have to come back the next day or we got to delay that night. But it's more important to be safe and keep our fans safe and our student-athletes safe. And I think that was the primary goal last Friday night, as tough as it was. But we got through it, and we're going to play week 3 here.
In addition to football, you and your staff, this time of year is a busy time for everybody involved in high school athletics. And you've been involved with some of your counterparts, some commissioners around the Midwest, in some meetings in these past few days. What's on the mind of your colleagues around the Midwest?
Well, I don't think, it's maybe popular, maybe unpopular, Coach, but I just left 13 of my counterparts from the Midwest, and we spent 4 days together, and we really just walked through a bunch of topics. But the thing that the NCAA transfer portal and what's happened with that environment is really starting to affect high schools and what's going on in the high school setting. And we're different than the NCAA, especially the Division I or the Power 5, that we are sitting here trying to have kids an opportunity to grow up a little bit with their uniform that says their school name on it. That's something that everybody has on their mind right now because, an individual parent, I understand their focus on their kid only. But what they forget about is there's a student athlete that's not involved in a process when we do a transfer that doesn't have a voice in the room, and we always have to be worried about displacement also. But that and, finances, and we talked about how tournaments are structured, and there's just a whole litany of topics. We saw some software development people are using to align tournaments, success factors, and one thing I can tell you, Coach, is nobody's got it completely figured out. Everybody continues to try to adjust and make it work for their state, and there's always nuances that are different, and Indiana is no different.
You also now kick off your annual statewide tour, talking to athletic directors and principals around the state. I know, number one, it's great to be out there to visit with your colleagues And secondly, you get a chance face-to-face to talk about issues that are critical to the state of Indiana and specifically to the IHSAA. And so, number one, be safe. So what are some of the major agenda items on this tour?
Well, Coach, it's one of those. It's an annual meeting that we have. We're 3 weeks, 8 different spots around the state. We were in Lowell, Indiana today. We'll be in Plymouth, Indiana tomorrow, and 3 more spots next week and 3 the following week. But a lot of things we talk about. We go over the association finances. You know, we are a not-for-profit, but we're a membership organization. So every school really needs to have significant input into how we did that last year and how we're going to do this year, and changes in the bylaws, and all those things are important. And we do seek school input because, you know, there's folks out there. One of the misnomers is that we are a taxpayer-funded organization, and that's not the case. I mean, we are a not-for-profit. We are voluntary membership, or voluntary organization, voluntary membership, and we talk a lot about those things, but we give them a full financial picture of what last year looked like. We talk about transfers. We talk about, you know, our foundation. We talk about officials. We talk about sportsmanship. We talk about the new sports coming on, girls flag, boys volleyball and girls wrestling, and we just adopted for the 25-26 school year girls lacrosse, and so, you know, it gives us a chance to also celebrate our sponsors along the way. So there's just a whole litany of information that we try to provide to our membership.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome back after the Dave's Express Care Car Wash halftime show. And we had a little bit of the youth recognition night. And I think the camera worked out all right for that. So here the start to third quarter, Centerville leads 21-12. And really, I think, in a way, I feel like
Kubi takes a snap, or excuse me, Edon takes a snap, handoff to Kubi. And a nice little run there should be enough for a first down Royals here. Royals going to keep the pace going as the play call comes in from the sideline and the Royals hustle back to the line.
I don't know if we're live or not. So I think we may have dropped a connection. And I don't have chat. The chat is not working, so you can't even tell me unless you can text me.
Kubi with the handoff on the left side, and again, not much there going for the Royals. Brings up 2nd and 10. Same formation.
Why is that showing?
Fake handoff to Kubi, and a good open field tackle there by Becerra. The takedown Edon for a no gain. About a yard loss, actually.
I think we're on. I just don't have chat. So we're going to try this. All right. So
Edon pulls it down and actually finds Manship, who catches it. Bobbles the ball but catches it. Great play there by Elijah Edon, and then good focus there by Manship to look it in and see the ball and catch it and pick up the first down for the Royals. Looked like about a gain of 15 yards there.
Okay, I think we're all the way back. We do have chat now too, I think. Sorry, I don't know how long we were down. QB off the left side, they string him out again. He bounces off a tackler.
Just keeps bouncing off of him.
Yep.
He's taking on about 4 or 5 defenders each play.
So if you could just send a message in the chat and let me know if we're good. Oh, there I see one. You are good. All right. So I think we're back. I can't see very well. You got it?
Okay, yeah, I got you. Be 2nd and 8, and we got a flag, couple flags on the far sideline. Looks like it'll be holding coming back, I would assume. Should negate the Edon run there. Holding, and that's going to back the Royals up quite a bit. Take them much farther away from the goal line.
So I apologize, but really dropping the stream is the least of our worries tonight after the night we've had. So it's been pretty consistent so far this year with the live streams. Hopefully that's not a sign of the future. But all right. Go ahead. Yep.
Swing pass out there to Kubi, and he's picked up immediately just past the line of scrimmage. And Kubi's down for just a second. He sits up, but he stays on the ground.
So looks like Sipes just ran in, and I mean Kubi's he was battling an injury last week, but was able to play. So we're going to take a quick commercial while we have this injury timeout.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms sweet corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
All right, welcome back. You see Mark Kuby walking off with our trainer, Troy Hirschman. Is it Troy?
Yep.
One of the best in the business. Troy does a great job with our athletes. So now it's a big 3rd and 10.
15.
Sipes is in, I think.
Yep.
At running back now.
Going to fake the handoff and another screen out here to Manship. And the Bulldogs just all over that one.
Yep. So 4th down.
No gain there.
Last year, this would be a field goal. This year, it's going to be go for it here on 4th and long. Eden's going to roll out to his right. He's got pressure. They grab his arm. He can't get away. He does get away. And he's going to throw it. And it is incomplete. They're wanting the interception, but do they really want the ball at the goal line, or would they like it back here at the 5th?
Yeah, I think the Centerville sideline saying, no, we don't want that. Get off the field.
The players
We'll take the ball from the 15, not the 2.
So the players were wanting the interception, but it wasn't. I think it hit the ground.
No, yeah.
So turnover on downs after a
pretty solid start.
Yeah, decent drive there.
Moved
Got
the ball. Just stalled a little bit.
That penalty really hurt.
Yeah, penalties. I mean, we talked about it in the first game of the year when we had an excessive amount, but in close games against good competition, those can be the difference maker.
All right, so Bulldogs take over, see what their adjustments were offensively. And I know what I would do. His name ends with Boyd. And
not Boyd, but Pritchett in motion. And he gets the handoff. And he's got – oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong guy. Gets taken down.
Gain of about 3 or 2 or 3.
They get a lot of guys moving out that way, though. They start to move. They pull a couple linemen and get those big guys out there moving. And then they blocked really well there on the outside. Wide receivers and all have looked really good out there for the Bulldogs tonight.
So you got Hollandaner in the backfield. I think that's Moole next to him. Maybe. And it's going to be nice throw, but he's taken down immediately on the catch. Maybe even lost some yardage.
Oh, yeah, maybe lost him one. Gabe Johnson there, great open field tackle.
We didn't talk about Gabe leading the Royals in tackles this season. That would have been something we would have discussed before the game. So 3rd and 10. Got it.
Yep. Oh, bobbled snap. And he's on the ground. The ball's loose. The Royals, it's a scramble. The ball's still in the loose into the end zone. We got a dog pile. I'm not sure what's happened. One way or the other. We got a touchdown or a touchback. Touchdown, Royals.
Holy cow. Defense comes up with a big play. Here's the replay. So just the snap, Hollandaner couldn't handle it, and then nobody could handle it.
Nobody could handle it, and the ball pops backwards.
Anybody have a clue who ended up on it? I don't know. But your non-traditional touchdown. In fact, if you watched the film last year or last week, the Bulldogs benefit from a similar play.
Yeah.
Somewhat the quarterback for Hagerstown scrambled backwards, lost the ball, and then the Bulldogs jumped on it. For a defensive touchdown.
The Royals come back to this non-traditional 2-point attempt.
Oh, over the left. Oh, he's got somebody wide open on the other side.
Brown finds him.
So it starts with all the time. Great blocking.
Yeah. A ton of time.
Great blocking by the offensive line. Gave Eden I was looking to the left, but that's a long throw over on the left side. They had a wide open receiver on the left.
He's just running down there at the back of the end zone with a hand in the air.
Yeah. So good patience and great blocking by the line to give Eden all kinds of time to make that throw. Yeah. And the Royals close it to be 2-1.
I think if you watch the defense here. No, you're fine.
I can go back to it. We got time.
They don't bring the very first play. If we still had that replay, if you went back and watched it, they bring everybody. Here, they just bring their line, and you get most of the other guys dropping back into coverage. I think that their adjustment there probably saved the Royals or gave the Royals some points. If they bring everybody, Edon doesn't have that time and can't find Brown in the back of the end zone there.
So 21-20. I'm just going to look at something here real quick. Oh, no, that's not going to show it. Is that the score? I believe that was the score last year. No, this was the final score last year exactly, I believe. 21-20.
I thought it was 22-21.
Was it?
I thought, maybe.
Right. It might have been. You might be right.
I don't know, but
you might be right. It was close to this.
Yes, it was a point difference. I know that.
So, and again, I don't feel like the Royals have played very well.
No.
And
they've given themselves an opportunity.
And we're one score away from taking the lead here. So,
besides the couple big plays from the Centerville offense, the Royal defense has looked really good, and that one's just going to trickle out of bounds. But a nice little look there. Good option here for the Royal kickoff.
And even the penalty here is like, or where the penalty on this
there is no flag, but there should be a flag.
Right.
No one's thrown one yet. So.
It's still better field position than when we onside kick and don't get it.
Correct.
Like for us, as far as a kicking team. So not a bad strategy, really. If you just don't want to attempt to onside kick, now you can just kick it down the field, down the bounce. The flag is now out there.
So they should get it from the 35. It's either from where it's kicked out. I thought it was 35. Maybe it's 25.
All right.
We have a conversation. Small meeting here. Looks like we're starting from the 25.
I think there's confusion. I think even Centerville's not sure. All right. I guess we're going to play football.
Yeah.
Hollendowner in the shotgun. Looks like Mole in motion. He's going to throw it quick out, and it's caught. And it's going to be a first down.
Pritchett.
I don't even remember who's over there.
25.
Hollendowner's pass is complete to Pritchett.
Good pass and catch there from Hollendowner to Pritchett, and a good pickup after he caught it.
So we got 4 wide to the near side, 1 wide on the far side.
Yeah.
Hollendowner in the backfield by himself. He's going to throw a quick
back
slant.
to Pritchett, and covered up immediately.
Just kind of cleared out that side, one-on-one.
They're going to start taking short little routes where they can get them. And by short, and that was a 9-yard pickup, so that's a nice little chunk on first down.
At the end of between the third and fourth quarter, we will have a Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question, so stay tuned for that. And Boyd moves in motion, and it's going to be handoff to Mull, and he couldn't break one tackle, but it's going to be enough for the first down, I think. So
yeah, should be enough, but really good job just making sure he didn't get anything after the initial contact there by Gabe Johnson.
And really the second effort here really got the first down. You see him lunge after the end of this play. Lunge right there. So great job by Mull. Royals, or the Bulldogs get a new set of downs. Got 10 on this side. Parker. Donner's going to hand it off again.
Not
right
the
up
same
the middle.
play.
Yep.
Not much there. Carson Smith and Aiden Trueblood in there for first contact for the Royals.
That time was number 28, Holschler. I'm sure
that's about as good as I could do.
That was my best attempt.
I looked at him earlier when he was down on the field, and I was going to say it, and then I decided, I'll try not to butcher that one. I'll let it go.
All right.
4 wide this side again.
See if they go that clear out on the far side this time.
Oh, like
pressure.
This little screen. Oh, and Holladollar takes off. He's got some room.
Ooh, good
and
tackle.
A good open field tackle there by Elijah Manship.
So that was that could have been bigger play. Still going to get them in a short yardage situation here. You think this was run all the way? Or did
I don't think
see
so.
An opening?
I think he found an opening. He felt a little pressure there from the side and then just took off. No, I think he was looking past. He just didn't have quite enough time to get it off.
Holland Donner, just a freshman. And really impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, Royals jump.
Ooh. It was close. Just got him.
So once you go in the neutral zone, is that when they call it, or can you get back?
That one's always been an iffy one to me. I know as soon as you make contact with an offensive player, boom, it's done.
Right.
Technically, I believe the defense should be allowed to step into the neutral zone and then have a chance to get out. So.
Right. I feel like when I watch the games, they don't get that opportunity.
Not
they
always,
just
no. Yeah.
For both teams, like opponents and us, it feels like that's the way it's been called.
Yeah.
Boyd in motion. And they're going to hand it off up the middle, and they're right away. Good job by the Royals.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
From the sideline, wow. We got 2 refs right there watching.
This is interesting. This may be because he's on the Centerville sideline.
I can't imagine that it was about that. I would assume it was something on the sideline, I would think. But I suppose we'll see here.
They do. They call a personal foul. I don't know. Against the Royals, but that was an interesting one. But you were saying it. If that's what they were calling it, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Right.
But
there was nothing malicious is the problem. At the end of the play, it's not like they threw him. It's just hard to stop all them. I mean, you got 4 guys going one way. It's hard to stop that momentum. But just another. I mean, you get them in a long situation, and then you give them an automatic first down there. So another costly mistake there for the Royals.
And Pritchett with another catch. That Holland Donner to Pritchett
combination has been working so far here in the second half.
And you got Short, second and about 1. And this Holland Donner drops it again. The pressure.
Oh, Gabe Johnson with the sack.
Nice job, Gabe. Here you can see that replay. We need some defensive replays.
Flies right through, finds the gap, gets through, and comes away with the shoestring sack. A little bobbled snap gave him just enough time to get there.
With the delay, I got to hit the replay button late. Because that's why it cuts off so quick. 3rd and about 8.
This is where the Royal defense just has to lock in and get themselves off the field.
Boyd in motion. They're going to go back across the field.
Screen to Mole.
Yep. And he's still on his feet fighting for every yard, but it's going to be short.
Short. About 4th and 2.
So a big down right here. Can the defense hold? Can the Bulldogs keep this drive alive?
Yeah, you're going to see the Bulldogs bringing a heavy package. They've been spread most of the night, but you're going to start to see some of the speed guys come out, and then they're going to bring in a couple extra linemen. They're just going to try and hammer that ball down for about 2 or 3 extra yards here for the first down.
All right, here we go. 4th and 3.
Coach Cole doesn't like what he sees. Or we were taking just a little bit too long. I don't know how close they were to the end of the play clock there.
So timeout. Bulldogs, let's get a commercial in. We'll be right back. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports
Some
Network.
people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
So there's the score, 21-20. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. It's 4th down and 3. Big play here.
Here come the Cowbells.
Yep. So a little bit more spread out now. Hollendowner in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to look to throw.
It's a pressure, and he goes down.
That's a stop. That's a good stop by the defense. Gabe Johnson in it again.
Gabe Johnson. I think Trueblood there was the first one to make contact. I think he was the one who actually tripped him up. That'd be baby Trueblood, Brennan. Right here off the right edge, if you watch. Good pressure, yep. Catches his thigh, and Gabe makes sure he doesn't get any further. Great stop there by the Royal defense. Brennan Trueblood has been a dog on that DN side all night. I believe Brennan was the one who recovered that fumble in the end zone.
Oh, really?
He was at least in that pile in the end zone.
Here we go. First and 10.
Wheeler in it, running back. Kubi still on the sideline here. I would assume it looks like the Royals are without Kubi for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see some new guys touch the ball. Nice little pickup there for Wheeler on first down. About 3 or 4 yard pickup.
Under a minute now in the third quarter. And Habit. Wheeler does make a good move. He's going to get a first down.
Nice and patient running there.
I got to get out of that QB habit there.
It's going to take a second. Not many people have touched the ball. We haven't signaled for a first down yet.
Oh, they're going to say he's short. Let's see. He looked like he gets to the 39 here. Here we watch the replay. They mark him at the 38. Looks like he gets to the 39. Royals get a bad spot there.
Okay.
This time Wheeler up the middle.
Wheeler, and that time he guarantees himself a first down.
Yep. So good blocking up front by the offensive lineman. They get right up on the ball.
And that'll be the third quarter.
So you got the Royals coming off. Big offensive linemen. You can see a lot of them right there. And we're going to talk about our trivia question. So here's our trivia. Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question. What EH running back has had the most rushing yards in a game against Centerville in school history? So that's the question. This is not Googleable. Googleable.
There's a new verb for you.
Mm-hmm. So what EH running back has had the most rushing yards in a game against Centerville in school history? It's not in there either.
Dang.
So I have a secret folder
spreadsheet
that has that answer, those stats in them.
I have
So we've only played 5 times. This is the 6th time that these two schools have played.
Oh, so they were just always the scrimmage.
Scrimmage, and then
scrimmage yards don't count, do they?
We played them a couple years, 2016 and 17. We played them in the sectional. 2020 or 21, one of those. We played them as well in the sectional, I believe, and then we've been on our schedule the last couple times. So Wheeler can't get away this time. So you can answer. Hi, Coach Dowd. So I do not believe that Spencer Gilbert played against.
He would have that would have all been scrimmage. Those were all scrimmages because him or Cooper would have been my initial guess, but it didn't click just yet that those were.
Ooh, good throw.
Good tight throw.
And that Manship, is that little Manship?
Baby Manship, yep. With a good pass and catch there. 11-yard pickup.
Freshman Luke Manship catches one right in traffic and hit immediately. So we got some answers. A.J. Meggie, Cole Allen.
Not quite. Great guess, but not quite.
Caleb never wins these.
No. Well, his problem is he usually guesses me, and I'm the leader for maybe most minutes on the sideline, but.
All right, Rubel goes in motion. This time they give it to Wheeler. He makes a nice little sidestep, but.
Just enough to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And hey,
that's the same call.
Same call.
That is the same exact call.
And so now the Royals fans not happy because that's a very similar call that happened earlier that was against the Royals. And it looks like with Centerville has someone cramping here. So looking back at the trivia, we got, like I said, I gave you some years, so that might help you. We played them in 1997. We played, I think that was 97, somewhere around there. 2016-17. 2020 or 21, one of those two. And then last year. So those are your years to choose from if you can think of the running backs back then. So we've got Kane Sotelo answered. Zach Arnold. I will tell you this, I have not seen a correct answer. So keep going. That's out. You can use that cord. We're not muted.
So with about 10:50 here left in the fourth quarter, it's going to bring up what they have marked as 2nd and 11. I was fairly certain he had made it back to the line, but I'm going to guess they're not going to change that at this point. So it looks like that'll bring up 2nd and 11 and with a 1-yard loss there for Wheeler on the first down carry as we resume play.
All right. Rubel moves out wide in motion. They go to Manship, and it's a quick
screen pass.
Yep. He's still fighting.
Yeah. Great fight there after the catch. Catch was only about a 2 or 3 yard gain, but he picks up about 9 just by moving his feet.
Now, Terry Stevens, I saw him a little bit ago. Did he go home? Is it too cold for him? I think it. So here's our answers. You can see some of them coming up here. Some of our answers so far, they're in the right. I think Terry went home. It got too cold.
And they stretch it here.
Is he going to get it?
Gotta be real close.
If it's that a guy, he's short.
Yeah.
So we got some guesses. Matt Simmons, Devin Denny, Zach Arnold, QB. So looks like it's going to be 4th and short. Big play here. Spencer Gilbert, we already mentioned. There we go. Big 4th down here. What do the Royals come up with?
I would expect a hard count here to see if they can get the Bulldogs to jump offside. Nope, we're just going.
Wheeler bounces off a tackle. He's going to get the first down.
Just hold on to it.
Yep.
Just hold on to that ball.
Yep. So first down, Wheeler. Way to fight. Wheeler.
He makes a really good cut here. The Bulldogs get a good push off that first snap, first initial contact. They get a really good push, and he makes a great jump cut and just keeps driving his feet to pick up the first down there.
Adam Barton answered. I don't think so.
And we got another Bulldog down on the field.
Oh, getting stretched again. So I think we have some cramping issues there for the Bulldogs here.
Interesting to see tonight. On a night like tonight, you would have thought, I feel like we haven't saw hardly any cramping in the first 2 weeks and probably the 2 hottest weeks of all of August and September.
Coach Dowd. Never get that off there before she says something inappropriate. We don't want to show those Coach Dowds. You never know what she's going to say.
Oh, that's why we love her. She keeps us on our toes.
I got a story when she live streamed with me at Shenandoah.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't want me to repeat it.
That was last year, right?
Yes.
I had 2 weddings last year. I think Mrs. Gallion and Mrs. Dowd had my coverage those 2 nights. I appreciate them for helping you out. That's what we want to call it.
See, Terry Stevens did go home.
There
We got
you go.
too cold. All right. We'll get the answer here in a little bit. This is a big drive for the Royals here, for both teams.
Yeah.
As Eden is going to look to throw. He fakes the throw. Now he's rolling out. He's just going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And is that legal now in high school football?
Just to get rid of it?
Yes.
I
know at one time you couldn't throw it away.
Well, there's the rule about the tackle box. So if you're outside the tackle box, then you should be good. If you stay inside the tackle box and do that, then it should be intentional grounding.
Because I remember in Houston, I believe as Houston played when he was early, first couple of years, that he threw it away, and they were like, that's the NFL. That you can't do that in
yeah, that's always the struggle of it, is comparing college to high school to NFL rules.
All right, here we go. Rubel in motion to the left. And see
Roll out, see if we can get him in the flat.
Yeah.
Oh, good one-handed snag.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, we need to get Rubel involved here. He's an advantage, a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah. Good throw and catch, but not much to put in the stat book there. About a 3-yard pickup.
All right. Third and 10, it says. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, yep.
Roll out.
Oh, I thought he had some seam. Oh, good snag there by Manship. He's come up big all night, and we got where is this guy coming from?
So that guy on this side, I think the flag is like.
He's a little happy with it.
Stuck in his pocket.
I'm assuming he's going to. The only thing I saw there was like a defenseless receiver kind of thing where they hit him right there a little late. He's moving forward, and they kind of come in and lower their head, which should be a personal foul because I don't believe there's any defenseless receiver rule in high school. But here, if you watch towards the end of the replay, right there as it cuts off, he gets kind of banged up. So great job by just popping up there for him.
Oh, they just waved it off.
Oh, wow.
Changed their mind.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
So they wave off the flag. But Royals get a first down. And here we go. As Eden with Wheeler next to him. Wheeler's going to get the handoff this time. He runs right up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and picks up about 2. Not a lot, but
not a lot there, but no.
A tough 2.
It's been what it's been about all night. Tough little yards here and there when you can get it.
Our viewership's going up as the game's getting toward the end and close. Almost 300 devices watching now. So thank everybody for watching. Eden in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff to Wheeler. He's going to get rid of it quick to Rubel. Rubel fights off a tackle. And it's going to be pretty much no gain or maybe even a loss. Maybe even a loss here.
Should have got back to the line of scrimmage, I would have thought, but the spotting's been just a little iffy all night, so we'll see where they put it. Come on, buddy. Put the ball down. There we go, gentlemen.
All right, 3rd and 9. They need to get at least some of this here to make this next 4th down manageable.
3rd and 8 and 3rd and 9 is a tough, or 4th and 8 and 4th and 9 is a tough pickup.
Oh, good. Oh! Had Brown open and just a throw
across the field.
Throw was just a little bit behind Brown.
Yeah, honestly, I would have liked him just to take off and run. I know everybody probably doesn't agree with that. You want to keep your quarterback from taking as many hits as possible, but I think he's got quite the opening if he just takes off and probably can scamper to that sideline for the 1st down. So a big 4th down play here for both teams.
Okay. You got Brown on the near side. You got Wheeler back with Eden. And it looks like there's going to be pressure. Eden's going to look to throw. He's going to go
back to Manship.
Manship, and Manship can't bring it in. Turnover on downs. And so the Bulldogs take over with a 1-point lead with 7:05 left here in the 4th quarter. And it's been a pretty good game tonight. Just both teams made a few mistakes, but 2 really good football teams that have a really good chance at winning this sectional.
Yeah.
Look at the sectional real quick. So here's the teams in that sectional. Northeastern 2-0, Centerville 2-0, the Royals 2-0, LaPel 2-0, Shenandoah 2-0. Triton Central's been a power over the last few years.
1-1 with a pretty tough schedule.
And then so it's a tough sectional, but these are 2 of the teams that you look to maybe be involved in that. As Moole takes it to the left side. And can the defense get another stop here for the Royals? And again, I apologize if you're watching for Centerville. Just remember you're watching the Eastern Hancock Sports Network. We try to be fair on both sides, but we do have a little bit of a rooting interest here. So it's 3rd down and about 6.
Second. It's a glare, yeah.
Okay. If you're wondering, the car is now moved off the interstate. All right. Holland Donner, quick throw to Becerra, and Becerra's going to get the 1st down and more. So nice quick pass there. Becerra wide open right in the middle. Defense. Clock down to 6:12. Royals do have all 3 timeouts. Still a lot of game left. Holland Donner in the shotgun. And Royals bring pressure up the middle. They throw it out wide. One makes a man miss. Can't see who that was.
That was Becerra again.
Becerra again. He makes a shifty move there and makes a person miss. Our next timeout or down time, we will give our answer to the Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question. Lots of participation tonight. So it's 2nd and short. As Boyd moves in motion, they're going to throw it up the field to Becerra again, and he breaks another tackle.
Another tackle, yeah.
And just pregame, and we didn't have a pregame, but if we would have had a pregame, we were talking about Ethan Becerra, kind of a player to watch, and right now he's stepping up big here in this fourth quarter. And Hollendaler making some good throws. All right. So Hollendaler with a new set of downs. And they're going to flip it.
Back to Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd takes it. It almost looked like he was going to grab it, like he was going to throw it again, but it's kind of a counter.
I think Hollendaler leaked out there to that side because our sideline was pointing that way, like get there, get there, get there.
Yeah.
So I think it's just part of that play now.
Yeah, now it's a counter to what you saw before. They can run it either time. And I think it would have worked there, too, had Boyd not had a lot of pressure on him early there.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 4, big pickup, 6-yard pickup there by Boyd. I think there was a early start there. No call on the false start. I don't know why.
3rd and 4. Couple big downs here for the Royals. Get off the field and save some clock here. See if they can't drive the ball down the field.
So 3rd down, 4. Come on, D-line.
Becerra here to the near side of the field and keep an eye on where he's going.
Hollendaler's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to run and not going to get it. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Yep, good job, Shaw. Closed quick there. Where's that? Sipes, too? Sipes was there, too.
About 4th and a long 3 or 4th and 4 here. I'm not sure they have the punt team coming out.
I don't think so.
No, looks like the offense is staying on the field.
Yeah, I think they're going to don't want to jump here. They gave up early first down here. The ball's
on the
fumbled.
Pressure in the backfield, Gabe Johnson.
Good job, Gabe
A man
Johnson.
on a mission tonight.
Yes, let's see it. I think I got it. So, turnover on downs. Gabe Johnson making some big plays on defense and just closed and wouldn't let go. And the Royals take over in great field position, down 1. 3:17 left. I have all 3 timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
It is windy. Like you can see, I don't know how much you can see, but it is windy out
whipping,
there. Yeah. So, all right. Eaton's just going to carry it right off the start. He's going to pick up about 3. Maybe 2.5. I may have been gave him an extra yard there. Or 2, whatever.
And keep shuffling it around. I think it was 3.
Yeah, it ended up being 3. Or maybe they heard me.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 7. Rubel, nope. Eden's going to go deep, and he's open. And it's going to be caught. Manship's going to
still on his feet.
And the Royals are going to take their first lead of the ball game on a big catch by Manship. And he had a big drop in the last possession. He makes up for it right there.
Huge.
Goes up and gets it.
Huge. And it was kind of a weird play. Edon gets bumped into by Wheeler here. He just kind of throws it up. It lobs and holds.
That ball was
and then you got 2 Bulldogs who end up tackling each other to allow Manship to break free for the huge, huge touchdown here.
And really, this extra point right here is, or not extra point, but 2-point conversion.
Yes, is
it
also
was big because they've shown that they can hit extra points to tie it or
absolutely
have to go for 2 for the win.
You're going to have to call it. I can't see much. I'm going to have to watch.
So Eden's in the shotgun pretty much by himself. That formation where they sprint up, and it just did not work. So that was a new formation, and I got a feeling that one's going to go back in the vault. So Royals do take the lead. This is their first lead of the game, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So Royals take the lead 26-21. Let's go ahead and do our trivia. So we had lots of answers there. We did have a correct answer. The correct answer was Devin Denny. Had 186 yards in 2016. There you can see the top 5 rushing games against the Centerville Bulldogs. Devin Denny with 186 in 2016. Mark Hubie last year with 178. Andy LaForge in 1996 with 120. A.J. Meggie, that was mentioned, with 107 in 2017. And Matt Simmons with 87 in 1996. So thank you, everybody, for playing. I saw Mike Halcomb answered that, and I saw it earlier. Somebody got it earlier. Terry Stevens, he don't count. So Mike Halcomb wins the trivia. You can't leave the game because you're cold and win the trivia.
Should be interesting to see here what the kickoff team does. Do they try and onside it and let's seal it? Or they just kick it deep and see?
Yeah.
Going to be a deeper kick for the Royals than what they're traditionally. Moles gets it, and he is capable. But
so now what is the flag for now?
Face mask is what they're going to call. He may have caught it just a little bit,
I did not
but
replay.
It was.
I did not replay, so
I didn't see it, but I could see. I see what he saw, and I guess you could make a point. He has a little bit better vantage point than we do, but I don't know if it was enough to warrant the call. So 5 yards. So to put it at the 40 here for the Bulldogs, and it'll come down to the Bulldog offense and Royal defense tonight.
2:22. Hollendowner in the shotgun, got Mull back with him. And he moves Visera in motion. Hollendowner's going to run it to his
himself.
left. There's another flag, in case you were wondering if they still had flags. There's another flag. Everybody's got flags, but I don't think any of them are in their pockets.
We're going to have a block in the backfield back here. And this may get stacked.
We also maybe have a hold.
With a personal. I'm not quite sure what's happening.
I'm going to follow this guy.
Keep my mouth shut for a second. And there is a Bulldog down on the field. I'm not quite sure. I can't see from
This is the
here.
important guy. Oh, where are you going? Stand in front of my camera.
I need to put a mic on him.
Yeah, that's the next thing. You think they'll let us do that?
I'm gonna assume our
EA
fans
Sports
don't.
Network.
I'm gonna assume our fans don't want to hear what they have to say at the moment, or their fans. Anybody.
Well, I'm not talking about the fans don't have to hear it. We want our viewers to hear it.
Sure.
EA Sports Network.
I think you're gonna have to get them to sign a document.
Just to let you know, I guess that's why we got so many viewers. We don't anticipate being streaming next week against Heritage Christian. So it's a hold against the Bulldogs. We don't anticipate being able to stream at Heritage Christian next week. They have never allowed us before. But I did see on IHSA TV that they're planning on at least having their camera on where you would be able to watch, and we would share that link out to you. All right, Hollendowner in the shotgun.
Trips to the near side, but they're going to look deep.
Oh, it's open. Wide open. Boyd gets behind him. And
can Griffin Knight chase him down? He's on the hunt. And he's not going to be able to get there.
Griffin, the Boyd has killed us tonight. Third touchdown of the game. And here it is, and Griffin just comes up way too hard there. And
bit on the screen pass that they've run a couple times tonight, and they just get behind us.
Yeah. So now, after Royals take the lead for the first time, Bulldogs strike back. And it's going to be up to the offense again.
Yep. Good news is there for the for the Royals at least, is that not much time expired off the clock there.
Yep. And you still have all 3 timeouts.
You still have all 3 timeouts, exactly.
So imagine they're going to go for 2 here.
Appears that way, yeah. Got Vaquera in the backfield. 77's going to take the snap and try and just push the line forward. All of Centerville thinks they got it, and they do.
So a 29-26 Bulldog lead, 2:04 left here in the fourth quarter. And this has been a heck of a ball game. Big plays. I mean,
yeah.
Boyd has just been outstanding. I literally was going to use him as the player to watch. And then I looked at the stats. He really hadn't done anything the first 2 weeks, and I thought, well, I didn't know. Maybe they're using him differently.
Yeah.
And, boy, he has definitely been the player to watch for the Bulldogs. 3 touchdowns, all long touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just been really, 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 really good tonight.
I would assume he's well over 150, I would think, at this point.
Yeah. And so now the Royals have to strike back, 2:04.
Plenty of time. Just got to keep composure.
We're now up over 350 devices watching. And we are not on IHSA TV. For some reason, it did not stream there. So thank you for watching. Did you know that we only have like 30% of our viewers subscribe to our channel?
I did not. That's interesting.
So, hey, if you like watching Eastern Hancock Athletics, and you're watching on YouTube, which I know 266 of you are, hit that subscribe button, and you'll get alerted anytime we go live for a broadcast. All right, here we go.
They're going to let it bounce deep. It goes between the legs. And there's some Bulldogs down there to clean it up.
Is it Manship that picked that up? So Manship went by him, but then and I would say this too. I believe that flag is heading either east or southeast or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually throwing, I think, against the wind here.
Should be, yeah.
And another Bulldog down, cramping it appears.
Yeah.
So just to show you that the flag here, it's got a pretty good wave to it. Get rid of this focus a little bit. So, all right, let's see what the Royals can do here. We have an 84 watching on Facebook, so that's a large number for us on Facebook. So I think we're still, I don't know what we're waiting on. Both crowds been really good. Centerville traveled really well.
Yeah, they did.
So that's one of the most full bleachers I've seen over there in a while.
Been an exciting game.
Yep. Eden's going to take the snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's picked off. And the I don't know who it is. If that's Owen Boyd, he needs to go. I mean, that is unbelievable.
That's Grady Blake, number 13.
Blake? Okay,
yep.
I saw the 3. That's why I said I wasn't sure. But so here is the interception, and now it's tough sledding. You're going to have to get a turnover. I said you're going to probably going to get the ball back here because you got your 3 timeouts.
If you can get stopped, yeah. If you can.
He just steps right in front of this over the middle. Timed it up perfectly.
Yeah. think it was there. It just needed to happen a little sooner.
So Bulldogs try to finish this here. Royals need a turnover, at least that 4 and out or 3 and out. Probably 4 and out, actually.
Yeah, it'll be 4.
Oh, there's a extracurricular there at the end of the play.
Timeout Royals.
Oh, I scrolled. I don't know. May not be getting all the. So timeout by the Royals. Let's get a commercial in. We'll be right back.
Are you sure we should be driving?
Yeah. I only had a little bit.
Look out! Whoa!
I wonder. All right, we're coming back after that timeout. The coaches come up with a plan. Defensive plan here. It's going to be second and about, that's more than 5. And they're going to hand it off, and the Royals wrap them up.
Got nowhere to go.
Yep, good defense there. Do you call another one? Yep, Etch calls another timeout.
Ball taken down in the backfield by Ethan Carter of the Royals.
We'll stay right here.
After the play, it looks like it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Actually, we will take a quick break since we have a moment. 9 Stars fixed our electricity. Let's give them a little credit. Let's see, is there electricity one on here?
One thing I love about 9 Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. Encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9 Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
About 2 more downs here.
All right, 3rd and 7. See what the Bulldogs, you got to think they're going to keep it conservative, but.
Maybe on the ground on this one, but. I think they're also trying to just end it and not make sure the Royals don't get it back.
Mm-hmm. And there.
That's a lot of movement there, yeah, by Boyd, of all people.
So Boyd's going to, it was a very delayed flag. It's like that official didn't want to throw it. He's had a quick trigger all night, but he did not want to throw it, but he's like, all right, I got to. You moved like 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's going to push the Bulldogs back a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 12. That was like the most reluctant flag throw I've ever seen. Like he, it's like our players were looking at him like, are you going to do it? All right. 3rd and 12. And
back to Boyd.
Yep. And
Guy
Royals hemming in. Good job keeping the edge. Made him cut up in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really good job there by the defense to string it out and make sure no one could get there.
And the Royals take their last timeout here. So, let's see here. Let's do a quick commercial.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. we see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1900.
All right, welcome back. It is 4th and 10. Orioles trying to get a turnover on downs. At this point, a first down for the Bulldogs ends the ball game.
Yep.
A stop here by the Royals gives them a little bit of hope to be able to drive down the field one last time. How aggressive are you, Coach Allen, here? If you're the Bulldogs?
I'm going for it. Yeah. I'm trying to ice the game. I don't want the ball back in the Royals' hands.
So it's going to be incomplete?
I'm more aggressive than that.
Yeah.
That felt fairly conservative to me. But
So Royals take over, got a chance. So minute 24, but you know they're going to be defending that sideline a little bit. And they've done a pretty good job at defending the sideline for the most part tonight, the Bulldogs. So let's go check out and see how our cheer block's doing over here. So they're still fighting through the cold.
Still there. See if the Royals have a couple big plays left in them.
So see the Bulldogs a little bit off. And Rubo's going to catch and going to get not a first down, but just short. But he's going to get out of bounds. That's the most important part here. Going to be a pickup of about 8. That was Rubo, right?
Yeah, Rubo. I'm giving him 9, Coach.
9, yep, I'd say that. You're right. And we've got 2 wide on each side.
Cameron Delagrange and Austin Brown down here to the near side.
And it's
back to Manship on just a quick hitch, and he does get out of bounds. Yep. Nice pickup of about 7 there.
Well, right now, that's what the Bulldogs are kind of giving a little bit, and you got to think they're going to tighten up a little bit.
Some point, yeah. To an extent, you're willing to give those up right now because you're eating clock and you're not letting anything behind you.
Yep. So we got trips on this side, Ruble in the middle there. They're going to hand it off. Wheeler's not going to get much.
They're going to get back to the line quickly.
Yeah, you got to be quick. There's a lot of clocks going.
Run one of those just to see if they're pushed back so far.
We got a Royal down. It looks like Ethan Carter down. Yeah. So they're going to call a timeout. So as we have a timeout. Trying to see. So Ethan Carter is being tended to. Like I mentioned, I don't think we're going to be streaming it looks like Carter's up. It's Spalding down there. I was trying to see who's down there. So, Royals, second or third? Second. Eden's going to roll out to his right. It's going to be thrown to Rubel. He makes a nice
Great
catch.
snag.
Catches it and gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. Royals get the first down, get out of bounds, so they don't have to be in too much of a hurry here. .54 seconds left. Eden's going to look to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's just going to toss it. And it's caught.
Caught by Manship.
Manship, what a catch. And then
we're going to have some extracurriculars.
15-yard penalty, it looks like. Let's see this catch. That was impressive catch.
Very good throw and catch there.
The defender didn't quite see it, and it just got right over the top of him. And nice touch. And then I think there was a late hit or something here, I think. So we'll see. If they wave this off, I think our crowd might go crazy.
Yeah.
After the no. So well, let's see what the call is. What's that? Is that illegal touching? Illegal touching. That's illegal touching, so he must have gone out of bounds and then touched the ball. I can't argue it because I couldn't see that over there.
Yeah, can't see the sideline, so.
So that could have happened.
Good call there, Coach Paxton, because I did not know that one.
So Manship went out of bounds and then came back in and touched the ball.
You have to establish. You have to have 2 feet back in bounds before you can touch the ball, and apparently that did not happen. So
that's a big penalty.
10 yards, Pierce. So yeah, negates a pretty big play. That's a pretty big momentum swing there.
Yep. So 44.8. Again, Bulldogs way back, giving the Royals a lot of room here. They are bringing some pressure. And he's going to throw it deep, and it is just out of the reach of Manship.
Pass to Manship falls just incomplete. Third down for the Royals.
So 3rd and 20.
Talked about it a little bit earlier, just trying to pick up some chunks here, see if you can make it 4th and reasonable. 4th and 20 is a pretty big ask with the game on the line.
He's gonna go for it though. Gonna give Manship a chance to go after it.
We got a flag. What's the flag?
There's a weird flag. What's that?
He's gonna try and call offensive DPI or offensive pass interference or DPI, but both guys have a chance to go after the ball, so I'm not quite sure what he's thinking about calling here. Apparently offensive pass interference was the call, and Centerville wants to decline it, which should push the call to 4th down.
So now it's the Royals have one play here to try to get a 4th and 20. And this is where you just need a kid to make a play.
Yeah.
So you give a person a chance. I think that's what we were trying to do there. Throw it up, give Manship a chance to make a play. And this time Eden's under pressure, and he's going to go down. And then that's kind of a late hit, but when Manship Eden was down, and that's a turnover. That's going to end the ball game. So all they got to do is take a knee. And what a game. 2 years in a row, 2 really good football games between these 2 schools. And it comes down to the last possessions. And Bulldogs going to come out on top for the 2nd year in a row. Series, the Royals led the series 3-2, and this is going to tie it up 3-3. And I want to give a little bit of credit. Kyle Padgett used to be the coach at Centerville. He's a friend of mine, coaching basketball actually, and he got the Centerville program just turned around. And now Coach Cole has kind of taken over and kind of done a really good job with this Bulldog program. And they're going to come out of here with a win. And I like our fight, the way we battled. But this is a tough one. I know their coaches and
players alike.
Yeah, they're going to be disappointed. And sometimes a loss like this is, it's not you learn from these games. And this is a good game. I think this is a good game for Centerville. We've been their best competition so far.
Absolutely.
So they got a little bit of see what sectional football will be like.
Look like. Yeah, exactly.
And the Royals, same thing. I mean, they've had some tough games, but they know that this is a team that they could face again come October. So as the teams shake hands, so let's do the post game. I know this is going to look bad because I should just quit doing this little scoreboard thing at the bottom because I never remember to update it. So we'll just, but end of the game here, 26-29. Bulldogs take the victory. And as we look here, Royals got to bounce back next week because the Heritage Christians, who we got, and I don't believe we've ever beat Heritage Christian. So I think we're an 0-for against Heritage Christian, so we got to find a way to turn it around and get this going in the right direction again and learn from this one for next week. So we look at player of the game. I have an idea who I want to go with. If we were giving Centerville one, I think I'm going with Boyd.
Yeah.
But we're going with the Paxton Farm Sweet Corn player of the game for the Royals. I think I want to give it to Gabe Johnson.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Like, Gabe Johnson just made some huge defensive plays. He's a leader on the defense. He leads us in tackles, and he made some really big defensive plays when we really needed it.
Big energy giver, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Paxton Farm Sweet Corn player of the game to Gabe Johnson. And like I said, he just played a really, really good job on the defensive side of the football. Looking toward next week, we are going to stream the volleyball game on Wednesday, I believe. It's a big one, Wapahani. So if you want to come out and see the volleyball team, that's a big one. It could have conference championship on the line there for both teams. So make sure you come out next Wednesday and support the girls. We're going to be live streaming it, but I'd much rather see you there and support those girls because they deserve it. They've had a good season so far. And so come out Wednesday night, girls play Wapahani. And then, like I said, next Friday, I don't anticipate us playing or streaming at Heritage Christian.
Yeah.
So we will share the link if there is a link. I believe there's going to be one. And then we will sorry, I lost my train of thought. And then the next week we're at Knightstown. So let me just kind of bring that up here real quick since we're talking about it. So then we're at Knightstown. I've not asked for permission, but we have streamed there before.
Yeah.
And so we streamed there in the softball sectional last year. So I anticipate their AD being very accommodating and letting us stream that game. And that could be a 4-0 Knightstown squad that we're facing that night. So I haven't seen any scores, and we haven't had time really to look. I do want to thank 9-Star for getting the electricity going here because it was a little stressful around here, and I apologize we didn't get to show senior night. I apologize that we didn't get the start of the game here on the live stream, but it was 100% out of our control. We couldn't do anything about it. We didn't have a generator with us, and even then we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
So I apologize about that. Some things just don't work out the way we wanted. So who you got middle school next week?
Middle school coming up, Centerville. Centerville, yeah.
So
Travel to Centerville.
So our middle school teams will be playing Centerville on the Thursday?
Yep, Thursday.
So next Thursday. So kind of see the future of both programs next week. So anything else you have to add?
Nope.
All right.
Nothing. Show up to the volleyball game. It's a big one.
Yep. So, all right. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time. Good night.
High-speed internet is integral to everyday life. It's not only just surfing the internet or streaming video, it's allowing people to work from home, it's allowing telemedicine, people to age in place. Internet is really the foundation of what modern life is all about, trying to make our lives better here in Hancock County.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is